Welcome to our team management project. So, our team name is Enova, which consists of Dane, Dylan, Joey, Samson, and Fu. So, to start our presentation off, let me ask you a few questions. So, what does a manager do? How does one become a manager? What is a good quality you think a manager should have? So, let's keep a question in mind. For this presentation, we has a chance to interview with a really important person, who is Anshan, my mom. So she is a senior director of human resources at Tektronix Industry Company, which expertise in producing and developing tools or floor care equipment such as vacuum cleaner and drills. Miss Anne's main job at the company is to organize recruitment for the company and to develop the hidden skill of other employees that they don't know. So my mom managed up to 77 employees in her department, and she's been there for 3 years.
In our interview, we asked a series of questions revolving around conflict. We asked, what are some examples of conflict you've experienced with your team? What systems were used to solve it? Was it the outcome you were hoping for? Manager Miss Ann responds that miscommunication causes most conflict within her workplace. To solve this problem, Miss Ann would sit her employees down who are having issues and try to solve the conflict there. Once the conflict was resolved, her next goal was to get to know her employees better in order to avoid other conflicts and miscommunication. We came up with this if-then statement. If we are able to adapt our communication style with our team and try to avoid conflict, then our team will be able to express themselves and openly communicate, which will improve relationships and work efficiency.
For our analysis, we first looked at the POLC framework that managers can use as a functional tool in the workplace. It consists of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling a team. While we chose to focus on the leading aspect, this step includes managers using behavioral sciences to understand their subordinates' personalities, attitudes, emotions, and values. This is a very important step for managers because it creates a system that adjusts for their specific team's needs and helps them better understand the needs of their staff members. With 90% of a manager's day spent talking to others where they gather information, identify problems, and assert authority, it really all comes down to talking and listening. This can be very difficult to do efficiently, which we will discuss on the next slide. However, if managers are unable to identify their subordinates' communication styles, this could also create a barrier between managers and their staff. The different possible styles are analytical, amiable, expressive, and driver. All of these styles have different ways of responding to the exact same information and are also persuaded in different ways. Therefore, it is extremely necessary for leaders to understand the different communication styles of their staff so they know the best means of communication. Effectively communicating with the staff is also a very important part of the job when a manager is attempting to avoid unhealthy conflict. To do this, employee tasks should be clearly defined and understood so everyone is on the same page with their expectations, as well as the company goals. If this is established early on, there is a lower chance of miscommunications and conflicts over job tasks in the future. It also is in everyone's interest to have managers encourage intergroup work rather than competing head-to-head. There are many ways leaders can choose to handle conflicts after they have already risen, including avoidance, accommodating, compromising, competing, and collaboration. Choosing which style is best to use in the moment will depend on the situation that has already occurred and what the expected outcome is. This is a very helpful tool for managers to have because it helps teams work efficiently and work through unhealthy conflicts as they arise.
Psychological safety is what members of a workplace feel when they are comfortable being their true selves without fear of repercussions of any form for who they are. Building a psychologically safe working environment will improve the workplace significantly by removing one large source of stress and turmoil that can come with being on the team. Some ways to aid and grow a psychologically safe workplace Avoid questions that have binary answers and instead have everyone answer a question and then share, with a focus on building an open discussion amongst everyone in the group. This allows people who are more partial to staying quiet to get involved in the conversation, and from that, their confidence to contribute grows. Asking clarifying questions and not only clears your understanding, but also can make others gain the confidence and/or trust needed for them to ask clarifying questions of their own. Communication is a two-way street, and that means it can be improved from the sender's side and also from the receiver's side. Doing this will improve efficiency by eliminating communication breakdowns. A common receiver problem arises when someone believes they are truly listening and receiving what the sender is communicating to them, but actually are making assumptions, coming up with their responses ahead of time, or just focused on something else entirely. To actually be listening, you must be giving attention, actively comprehending, and accepting what is said. Improving sender techniques is mostly focused on making choices in a communication that relieves any tension that the receiver may have about the communication. Having the conversation in a convenient time and place, or with a focus on the receiver's comprehension, are both ways to improve sender techniques. Making changes on the individual level is not enough to create a meaningful change, and establishing norms, structures, and processes that encourage and uphold these improvements is necessary. This may include structural changes such as giving employees more autonomy or job specialization in an effort to reduce conflict, which has been proven to increase efficiency as employees are more intrinsically motivated.
Our team recommends that if we are able to adapt our communication styles with our team and avoid conflict, then our team will be able to express ourselves and feel more open to communicate, which will improve work interpersonal relationships and autonomy. Our plan is that we recommend having all the employees meet up and write down what it is they need help with, what they are confused about, and some things that they like about the job. Then have everyone in one big group share about those problems and ideas. This incorporates all different types of communication styles. What does this do? It gives us a chance for all the people to be heard and not just shot down by popular opinion. Doing this also creates leadership opportunities as problems arise beyond the capabilities of one single manager. And having everyone share their concerns makes everyone feel safer at work, but also having more autonomy at work can influence an employee to do better things for the company. In conclusion, through our people management analysis, we learned that improving communication styles with different types of people allow for psychological safety and work efficiency. Managers are there to provide the tools to success. Thank you very much.